Erik ten Hag to be given €500 million summer transfer kitty. Erik ten Hag will have a massive transfer budget this summer despite reports to the contrary, according to a respectable Spanish newspaper. The takeover process for the club is still in full swing, with the current owners, the Glazer family, playing Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani off against each other to try to extract maximum value from the club. However, the reputable Spanish outlet El País claims that in fact a huge budget of €500 million has been approved by both the Glazers and Sheikh Jassim. United are engineering the biggest market assault in football history, El País claims. Sources that advise the Glazers indicate that whether ownership changes or not, the most valued sports institution in the Anglo-Saxon world is preparing to invest a minimum of €500 million in signing players this summer. According to the latest reports, it is said that many areas of the team need to be strengthened by both the current owners and Qataris, regardless of whether the club is sold or not. Ten Hag would be truly excited to sign £110 million star at Old Trafford. By any measure, Marcus Rashford has delivered an excellent season for Manchester United. The announcement of a new contract for the 25-year-old strike star is said to be imminent, with Rashford set to become one of the top 5 earners at United alongside Casemiro, Raphael Varane, David De Gea and Bruno Fernandes. The England star has been the main man this season ever since Cristiano Ronaldo's contract was terminated by mutual consent last November. Before Ronaldo left, Rashford had scored 8 goals in 19 games. But after the World Cup with the Portuguese star gone and Anthony Martial missing for long periods with injury, the Manchester-born star has upped his output impressively, posting 21 in 34 matches. Ten Hag can't afford to lose the dynamic Rashfords brought to the team with his transfer activity this summer. And that's why the Dutch coach is facing one of his biggest challenges since arriving at United almost a year ago. For now, Rashford can cement his best ever season for the club in the remaining 3 games of the campaign. Then he'll await the arrival of a new centre-forward with just as much interest as every United fan. Manchester United threatened by transfer tactic involving Liverpool in race for dynamic Serie A midfielder. Manchester United are in a head-to-head battle with Brighton for the signing of Davide Frattesi from Sassuolo, according to the latest reports. Frattesi has been enjoying his second full season in the Sassuolo first team after loan spells away earlier in his career. Now an established Italy international, the midfielder is in demand ahead of the summer transfer window. According to Football Insider, though, Manchester United remain in the hunt for the 23-year-old as well. After all, they want to inject new energy into their midfield this summer. Manchester United must make a decision about whether to buy Marcel Sabitzer from Bayern Munich after having him on loan for the past 6 months. Regardless of the outcome they choose, they want to add another player in similar territory. United's interest in Frattesi is said to be strong. It remains to be seen how much they would be willing to pay for him. However, the threat from Brighton is a serious one. Per the report, the Seagulls intend to fund a bid for Frattesi by using a portion of the funds they could generate by selling Alexis Mac Allister to Liverpool and Moises Caicedo to Arsenal. Under contract with Sassuolo until 2026, Frattesi won't necessarily be a cheap signing at this stage. But he could become even more expensive if he makes a success of his next move. Manchester United hopeful David De Gea will accept 50% pay cut to stay, will be offered a testimonial. Manchester United are hopeful that David De Gea will accept a huge pay cut to extend his contract beyond the current campaign, according to The Sun. The Spaniard picked up his 17th clean sheet of the top-flight season against Bournemouth on Saturday. As a result, he has won the Premier League Golden Glove Award. The club are now hopeful of extending his £375,000 a week deal with a 50% pay cut and are prepared to include a money-spinning testimonial as a sweetener. De Gea has yet to accept the proposal on the negotiation table. There are concerns from the players' camp that he may not be the first-choice goalkeeper next term. The 32-year-old has had another impressive campaign between the sticks. He has kept 25 clean sheets from his 55 appearances in all competitions for the Red Devils. Despite this, there have been questions raised over his starting position. The magnificent star has made some big blunders. He gifted West Ham United with the winning goal recently. Apart from his howlers, the Spaniard has looked nervous passing out from the back. He has made some errors, but luckily, they have not directly contributed to opposition goals. As things stand, De Gea's position in goal is safe. Erik ten Hag has publicly come in support of him, and we won't be surprised if the Spaniard pens a new long-term contract. Erik ten Hag should start Alejandro Garnacho over tidy Jadon Sancho versus Chelsea. Manchester United secured back-to-back wins in the Premier League following a triumph over Bournemouth on the road on Saturday. Casemiro's stellar scissor kick in the 9th minute was the match winner, but United could have easily scored more goals at the Vitality Stadium. Once again, they lacked the cutting edge in the final third of the pitch, and in our opinion, manager Erik ten Hag should consider a change in attack. Jadon Sancho had a tidy performance against the Cherries. The forward completed 86% of his passes with 100% of his dribbles and ground duels won. Despite the glowing statistics, Sancho seemed slow with his decision-making around the box. He was generally looking for the next pass than being more direct. In our view, the manager should consider playing Alejandro Garnacho over the England star when the Red Devils welcome Chelsea to Old Trafford on Thursday. Garnacho has been hugely impressive in his cameos from the left wing. He scored the second goal in the win over Wolverhampton Wanderers at home last weekend. We would personally prefer to see Garnacho feature on the left wing. Marcus Rashford should lead the attack on Thursday if he is deemed fit after his illness. Erik ten Hag hails Casemiro's contribution at Manchester United. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has hailed the massive contribution of Casemiro during his debut season at the club. The Brazil international signed from Real Madrid last summer, and he has since produced several standout performances. Aside from his defensive involvements, Casemiro has chipped in with 6 goals and 7 assists from his 50 appearances. He scored with a stellar bicycle kick against Bournemouth today, and speaking after the game, ten Hag was full of praise. The Dutch tactician said that the 31-year-old keeps surprising with his performances, and he is a great football player.